What's up, you guys? Today I want to do a review on some AWP tool bags. Recently I received some tool bags from AWP. One, the 22-inch Trapjaw tool bag, got a backpack, and then our roller bag here. These have been a game changer for me both at home and in the field at work. Let's start with the 22-inch Trapjaw bag. Why do they call it Trapjaw? Because it's got this hinged opening. It opens and closes with ease. And you can zip it up and do what you want to, but you can just kind of close it and carry it around if you want. This is what I call my throwdown bag. I don't know why I call it that, but anyway, basically this is a bag of tools that I carry. I keep at home, and anytime I need to go do a job, whether it's somewhere else in the house or at somebody else's house, I grab this bag because it pretty much has everything in it that I could need, and I can just carry this one bag, and literally this bag right here stores absolutely everything. It has all of these interior pockets, so all of my tools are always organized, and I know exactly where anything is that I need, and I can just grab it. It has pouches like this in the front, so I got my square here. Where's my tape measure? My tape measure in my box earlier. Anyway, I have tape measures everywhere, but it holds your tape right there. And so yeah, everything you might possibly need is in this bag. Pouches everywhere. I've got room to expand in this bag, and so I love it because every once in a while I carry like a larger tool with me when I go do these jobs at other houses and things. I might grab a drill or a saw or something back over there, and I mean I can just throw it in here. It's also got the shoulder strap in there on here, so I can just throw the bigger tools in there, put the shoulder strap on, and I'm good to go. I love this bag. I used to have a Husky bag. I think it was an 18-inch, so naturally this one's just a little bit bigger and has a little bit more space in it, but man, it just beats the tar out of that Husky bag, I gotta tell you. Next up, we have the backpack and roller bag. Now this is how I roll to work, exactly like this, with the exception of one thing. Admittedly, I do carry, in between these two, I carry a case that has my thermal imaging camera, which I didn't bring out here today because it has nothing to do with this video. However, the backpack I love because it clips on to the handle here of the roller bag, and so it's really easy to fall over if you didn't have it clipped on. But if you have it clipped on, even when I have that case in between them, it stays on. It's perfect. It's great. And so unhook that, and then we've got the roller bag, and we've got the two of them. So what do I have in here? I'm not going to pull it all out, but I mean there's pockets for everything, right? But I've got my laptop in here. I've actually got my drone in a case inside here, and I have a full-size keyboard, a mouse, and then of course in all the pockets just a bunch of ancillary gear that I carry around. A charger for my laptop. I've got all kinds of small tools and things that I might carry or might use. But really, my gear, most of the gear that I carry is inside this roller bag. Let's check this thing out because this has been a game changer for me. I can't tell you, for years, I just carried a bag, kind of like that Trapjaw, into my home inspection jobs for years, and all of my tools, and don't get me wrong, that one's got a lot of nice, neat pockets and everything, but my tools would just end up in the bottom of it. I'd have to dig through it and find things, and not only that, but I had to carry that. I had to carry the case with the FLIR, and I always had the backpack as well with my laptop and everything in it, and so I'd carry all that stuff in. Now, this is the game changer, right? Because I stack it all on top of here and I just roll it into the house, which is just exponentially easier. I can't even begin to tell you how much easier that has been to roll my gear inside of the house. And plus, honestly, I think it looks a lot more professional as well. So anyway, what do we have in here? I have tons of stuff in here. I keep this one, it doesn't fit really anywhere else, but this is my gas detector that I keep in here. And I also got some gloves that I keep in this pouch right here in the front. We've got our probe thermometer. These are my shoe covers from my shoe covers. These things are awesome. If you don't have a pair of these reusable shoe covers, this is where it's at. This beats the disposable ones all day long. However, I keep them right here in the front so I can just grab them, right when I walk into a house. However, I do keep some disposable ones around here too, for anybody else that might need some. And so anyway, let's get into the interiors. Well, I guess we have pockets all along the outside, and what's cool is like tools like this. I use this tool. You may have seen I did a review on some Klein electrical equipment, and you may have seen that I have this tool that I use for some specific outlets that are deep and difficult for me to get other testers into. But the problem was, anytime, it's rare that I had to use it, so anytime I had to use it, it'd be buried in the bottom of my tool bag. But now, it's right here. It's always right there, because everything kind of has its own home, its own space. We have a laser measuring device here, got an extra flashlight over here on the side, but really it's inside this box that really makes the difference, right? And it opens up kind of similarly to the Trapjaw. I've got my shoe covers tool mat. I use this, I lay it all out so that all my tools are laid out on a mat and not just on the kitchen counter whenever I go to somebody's house. I've got my my Joey pouch, okay? This is the big Joey pouch from Holstery. I rather like this thing. Actually, AWP has some pouches that I want to try out as well. I really like the drawstring feature of this, where I can just draw it up at the end of the day and throw it in here. I don't have to worry about my tools falling out, so I rather like that. But I also do want to check out some AWP stuff, because obviously the rest of their gear has been so awesome that I certainly wouldn't mind checking out some of their tool pouches as well. There's a lot of things in here. I'm not going to pull them all out, but I'm just going to kind of tilt this thing over and show you kind of what I've got going on in here. Let me get some of the stuff in here that may be clogging it up. I mean, look at what I carry in here. I mean, I want to be clean. I want to clean up after myself these inspections. So if I ever have a mess to clean up, I have this in here. And I got some towels and whatnot. But guys, look at the space inside this. Hold on, let me get this gear out of the way so that I can show you properly. So the space inside this bag is what I'm talking about, and how everything has a home, right? I have a home for every one of my tools, and I'm not digging at the bottom of this thing trying to find any tools. They're always right there, right where I want them, right where I left them. And it's just been so much easier to find any equipment that I'm looking for inside this type of box, rather than have it in like a bag where everything just kind of falls in there. Everything has a home. I know where it all is, and I can grab things at ease and pull them out and use them. It's been a game changer, let me tell you. So I'm overall very thrilled with the way this AWP gear is working out. Admittedly, whenever I first got it, especially the backpack, it seemed a little bit cramped. Any new gear, any new piece of equipment that you get, you generally have a little bit of a learning curve to try to figure out how to make that piece of equipment or that tool work better for you. But today, I stand here after using this stuff for weeks in the field, especially this gear here. This, I pick it up and use it around the house, but this I don't have to use that much. It's more storage than anything for me. But this is gear that I use every single day, and man, it has been so awesome to roll my stuff into somebody's house and have it all organized and neat, and not have to carry all this stuff on my shoulder or carry it out to my truck. So it's really been awesome. And so any drawback that I have, like the size of this, I feel like it could be a little bit bigger. And to be quite honest with you, although this roller bag is big enough for my equipment, I honestly wish it was just a tiny bit bigger, maybe a little bit wider. Something that, you know, this tool, I would be able to sit inside of it. But more overall, I mean, you can see it holds all of the stuff that I'm carrying around. So, I mean, I can't really complain. And to be quite honest with you, just being able to grab a tool and it's exactly where I want it to be, and then wheel this right back out to my truck when I'm done. I mean, I just can't complain at all. I love this equipment, and I'd recommend it any day. All right, you guys, thanks for watching. Bye now.